Greetings and salutations. I am Bajongles, and if you enjoy my content, consider following me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bajongles1, where I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at noon Pacific Standard Time. You could also, if you'd be so kind, check out my Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. Also, if you wanted to check my VODs out, consider liking and subscribing here on YouTube. It would be much appreciated. And with that, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? How's my mic coming in? I added a couple of things to help make things clearer on OBS. Let me scooch myself on in. How is everybody? Also, you know what? You know what? I sound good. I sound good. I added what's it called? What's it called? Let me look at my filters real quick. I added a limiter and a noise gate, which basically means that the maximum and minimum of my uh mic is like sort of shrunken in a little bit. And so like yeah, that should help deal with some of the audio stuff that I was noticing in the edits. Let me drink some water. Currently, and it will only get hotter over the next few hours. It is currently 86 degrees Fahrenheit, which let me calculate. 30 degrees Celsius for you Celsius users out there. Not too bad. Certainly not great, but certainly not too bad. It will get hotter. There is a heat advisory for today still. Yeah, excessive heat warning. Yeah, it should be the last day of like real of like excessive heat warning. Don't melt. Let me pop my joint test real quick as I find my music, my Outer Wilds. I also increased the volume of my music a little bit, so it should pop up a little clearer. There we go. Okay, I'm hearing it well on my end. Let's see if I'm hearing it well on the stream end, everybody. Alright. Alright, it's coming in. I can actually increase it a little bit more. Uh, there we go. Okay. Splendid, splendid, splendid. Amazing. Spectacular. Speaking of amazing and spectacular, it is One Piece Fan Art Day. So I will be going to art time. I worked on the bottles a little bit off stream, like earlier today. I kind of have been busy with stuff, so I haven't worked on it as much as I wanted to. But no, it's fine. Yeah, I'm getting right to it. I want to finish these goddamn bottles. I want to finish these goddamn bottles. Boy, I'll tell you what. Alright, here we go. Piano, hi, how is everybody? I am a bit eepy. I'm a bit eepy to go to bed. If I turn that... this layer back on, then suddenly, the entire thing comes to life. I think I've realized. Or more than I think I've realized. Like, I've realized. Oh, why is this bunked up? Alright, let me get to my bottle. There we go, the filter. Not you. There we go. I've been seeing the stuff that's been coming out of One Piece lately, and God, it's good. I don't know how else to say it other than God, it's good. Now, I don't know if a new chapter has come out yet, but yeah, we'll see. You know, we're currently in a flashback sequence and we're finally getting to see some things that we've been wanting to see for a long fucking while. I won't go into much more for spoiler reasons, but like, boy, am I excited. Alright, there we go. Not perfect, not perfect, but certainly looking better in my powerful mizzen. Yeah, I am so excited that I am seeing the end. You see, I have seen the portal, and now I'm about to fight the dragon. I see the end. I didn't mean to press Control X, no. Alright, there we are. Let me drink some water. I feel out of it because it's warm. Well, that's not why, but it's not helping my case. I'm thinking about that Cyberpunk session that I played. We're gonna be playing more later this week, and I'm very excited. It's quite good. We played like basically the Jumpstart version, not version, but like, you know, the basically the Cyberpunk Red equivalent to Lost Mine of Phandelver. And it's called The Apartment. And it's quite good. It was quite good. We kill like 5 duders. Yeah, we killed like 5 corpos. And you know, knocked out an enemy net runner, which I'm very excited. I'm very excited for next session. Because like I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but a lot of it is like, next session you'll be able to do like life stuff. Which is, I'm very excited because that means I get to do more side hustles. I get to do side hustles, and I kind of want to be like, yeah, I want to like go through it a little bit. Side hustles are kind of funny because like they are randomly generated. Not randomly generated, but like, you know, you roll on tables that it's like my client was this person, and like, you know, all that happens. But I guess that's enough to go off of for like a quick little sort of encounter thing, I suppose. Oh boy. I'm very excited because during the shopping, hopefully I'll get to buy reinforced wire for all my net running shit. Uh, so that I can avoid having my brain set on fire. Cause when you're net running in Cyberpunk, that's bad. Oh yeah, also like fighting an enemy netrunner can just like legit give you like permanent horrible brain damage. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that our encounter with the enemy, like, you know, Corpo netrunner, ended off by just like threatening them and then being like, whoa, I'm just a contractor, man, don't kill me. And then we took her fucking like shit, man. It was great. I took all of her programs and now I have a large amount of them. It's very cool. I'm excited for when I have a large like cornucopia of funny netrunner programs, because that's just another level of like job preparation. And prepping for jobs is like a large part of Cyberpunk as far as I can tell. Again, I've only like played one session. But, like, that feels like it's very important. So it's just another layer of like, all right, what gear do you equip for this job? Oh yeah, I also want to, like, next session, I also want to find a tech, so that like I can get somebody to retrofit a helmet onto my net running gear and have it look cool with like a glowing mohawk of like, you know, glowing filaments on it, so that it's sort of like a Trojan helmet, and it sort of like matches the name. And like that mixed with the glowing, like, you know, virtuality the headset and the glowing mask. Like, that's gonna look pretty cool. And like all the glowing lights that are like all throughout his body. Like the glowing lines. Get that. There we go. Splendid. Ooh. Also, because characters like die in Cyberpunk all the time, uh, it is smart to have at least one backup character for for when like your silly little Blorbo gets executed. And so I have one. If my dude dies, if Trojan dies, then I want to play totally not Robotnik. Don't worry about it. And very rare for me because I like men. Is a woman character. I suppose that does, like that kind of doesn't matter in Cyberpunk, like what gender your character is, because like we're all under the boot of corporations, you know. But also, like, it would be fun. I'm thinking of some pretty sick ass designs. Behold my special little Norbo. And part of the inspiration is seeing Mike Pondsmith's glasses. For context who don't know, Mike Pondsmith is like the creator of Cyberpunk. Like he has those like round, like reflective blue sunglasses that are very robotic. Like they're very Eggman. And I thought, well, I have to add that to a character now. And I have done a couple of sketches, physical, so I can't exactly show right now, but I have done a couple of sketches. And they're pretty cool so far. I'll be honest, like I want them to have a bunch of like basically badniks. And I looked at the timeline. It seems like Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2 would have 100% existed in the Cyberpunk universe. So so it's not exactly like I am somebody with no influences of the real world. Yeah, I'm just kind of Robotnik. Oh, also, I like the idea of like that's sort of I forget what it's called in Cyberpunk, but it's like that posable like robotic hair that moves. Like you can make move a certain way like that, but having it be like too like long, not I guess pigtails sort of, but they're not braided. They're like just shoot out the side, and they kind of look like Eggman's mustache, and like and then a big grin. And I think she likes to create like mechanical drones and shit. You know, badniks. These are my badniks, Sonic. They're powered by a massive JO crystal. Huh. I kind of regret saying that, but also I will not apologize. Just a JO crystal. For those who don't know what a JO crystal is, I'm not telling. Behold. The type of shit that the straight line tool is for. Oh, splendid. Marvelous. Yes. I am very happy with how these models are going so far. I could cheat a little bit. Not cheat, but you know, I could like... Well, no, it's gonna be a little too difficult to do that, I think. It's easier, but takes more time to just like do all of these manually. There we go. Yeah, like I still need to like actually do, you know, make that character, you know, that tech. But like, I don't know, I'm getting very passionate about that character. I'm also passionate about my current character, so it's not like I want him to die so that I can replace him. But like, you know, I have a lot of Blorbos in my brain. The Blorbos in my game. Also, how's my mic handling? Should I lean back? I'm here. Okay, how is this? Because like I turned up, I messed with the settings and shit before stream. Okay, so I'm hearing myself. Leaning back actually works with my mic way better. So I may do this. And like there's this whole life path system that I not need to, but like I want to take care of with Funny Tech. I don't even know her name yet. It'd be really funny if her like if her title, like what she went by, was just Badnik. I'm Badnik. Not the voice, not the voice. So not the voice. But still, like, let me drink some oiter. My throat is being weird. Alright, once I get to it, what should I work on for? I'm gonna like fix and like finish the shading first before I get on to color, so that I don't forget about the color. This is what happens when you work on a piece for long enough. You need to go back and fix up some stuff that you can do better now. Blended. I didn't mean to do. No. There we are. Feel like I usually play dudes because I like dudes, and I'm like, I will play what I like, but I kind of want to have a bit more variety, just a little bit. But like that sort of mentality is why I don't blame my friend Clockwork Stephanie, name pending, for like mostly playing women, because like, you know, he likes women a lot. Hmm. And you know, it's the same way that I like boys a lot. I may be coming down on something, gamers. I like that the smaller parts here are taking less time because, you know, they're smaller.
Mm. Uh, Man, with my funny character, what I want is okay. I'm gonna need to end up giving her as high empathy as I can, so that she has a lot of humanity that I can spend, so that I can give her fully robotic limbs. Like I want her to have like all of her limbs be cyber limbs. And right, no, I remembered something. I remembered an influence I had. Uh, so so something I also wanted to do with her was like, I don't know, I think she's cool and awesome. As a character, and I think that Ripper Doc from Edge Runners is also a really cool character. It'd be super cool if eventually, if I can afford it, with the character, have a station where like she can like, yo, take off her cyber limbs and then put on new ones. Like that'll be super awesome. I forgot a fucking part of the shading. You know, like it's that is a super cool and well animated little bit of the show. Edge Runners, when like Ripper Doc takes off his arms and puts on new ones. Like I want that so bad. That's so fucking cool.
Okay. I just got called to do something. I'm so sorry. I will be back.
Alrighty, I've returned. How is everybody? Let me put my headphones back on. I apologize for being BRB, but you know, what can you do? What can be done? All right, headphones on. Let's get rid of that. There we go.
Spectacular. Happy and cats are properly fed, which is splendid. This heart-shaped bottle is just difficult enough to work with that it's starting to become a silly, or not even a silly, it's starting to become like every other bottle is like simple, so it's all like, you know, boilerplate, stamping it, you know, just sort of turning my brain off, relaxing, having a good time. And these hearts are just a unique enough shape that I have to turn my brain back on. Okay, that should be fine. I also need to remember that, like, most of these will not even be covered, but I want to, you know, do them all anyways, just for, uh, Consistency, I suppose. God, when I merge all of these layers together, it is going to be so good. It's gonna feel so good. Better than sex, honestly. Okay, like I say that as a joke kind of, but also like you shouldn't trust that from an ace person who just it's like kind of whatever about it. You know, because like I don't know, a lot of things are better than it, but it's yeah, just kind of an activity, really. Da, 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 da. I was listening into the BRB music while I was while I was gone feeding the cats, and it really is at a much better volume on like the stream end. You see, this is why you constantly need to do little improvements over time. Because slowly but surely, this whole streaming apparatus, this grand circus, if you will slowly become more and more awesome and better and have more bells and whistles and be more refined. And I'm seeing it happen in real time. I'm doing it, right? And it feels good. But you know, once this essay is done, oh my god, it's gonna feel so good. Today I'm gonna finish like putting down all the information for the research I've been doing. And then on Wednesday, I'm gonna work on doing like a draft. I may not finish the draft, but that's what I plan on, is like doing it. And you know, I'm very excited because I can see the fucking end in sight. Because this is gonna be like this is the big paper. This is the final. Then once I turn this in and I do it well, that's the important thing, is that it's done well, then I won't have to worry anymore. God, it would be awesome to be able to just like focus on all my personal shit for a little bit, like before I begin the next term. Oh my god. Like I love the class that I'm doing. Don't get me wrong, right? I'm liking this essay. It's just it's a lot of work. I've noticed that I've been pushing myself really hard to actually like get stuff done this year. Like I've always been like, all right, I gotta do stuff, do things, be cool. You know, it would be so cool if this, if I did that, if I worked on this, if this creative thing happened. But like this year has been the year where I've completed the most projects, I think. Just like in personal life. I mean, like I've technically done more last year for academic stuff, but whatever, you know. Oh boy. Almost done with this bottle shading. Oh my god. Oh my god. Here we are. I can see it. I forgot this little bit here. Oh my god. Yeah, no, and during the time where I won't have, you know, class, during that time, I will be able to go for longer. Alright, hey there, pal. Nightbot seems to have caught you. It seems like you were, trying to scam me. And, I just wanted you to know that ain't gonna work, bud. Yeah, that ain't gonna work, pal. Da, da, da. Yep. Exactly what I thought you were doing. But yeah, no. Once class is over for the term, there'll be a little bit where I'll be able to stream for longer. That'll be wonderful. Maybe work on some of my my assets on stream. Maybe after I get tired of parts like this. You know, want to take a break from the high seas. Look at these bottles, aren't they cool? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do with Ben Beckman and this stool. I am going to take take this, and then I'm gonna probably like copy it, paste it, mirror it, vertical I think it is. Either way, mirror it, and then just have, and then you know, make it one shadow color, and then blend it out to the floor, and then like merge. I think that's what I'm gonna do for that. I might even do that for the people. Did someone say spam? Indeed I did. Indeed I did. I have to keep beating Spamton back with a stick. He's like, hey, little sponge, I have free viewer. Just click the hyperlink blocked. Hey, it's me, your number one rated salesman, circa 1997. Yeah, you wouldn't hurt a fly. The suspiciously Spamton-shaped fly. Also, I adjusted the sound settings. I may need to, like, fix some stuff on my own end, but, like... The background music is splendid. It's the best it's ever been. Alright, how is this? You wouldn't damage a number one rated salesman with licenses 70% off, would you? Well, I hate to break it to you, but I may. Hey! You wouldn't hit a little sponge with glasses, would you? Yeah. Did you hear about the cyberpunk character I was thinking of as like a backup? Because, you know, it is a joke that Mike Pondsmith, the creator of Cyberpunk, is the guy that kills all of our characters. So there's, you know, Cyberpunk characters live fast and die hard. Yeah, welcome in. I'm happy you're here. Half here? Like you have some sort of half-life? Oh, I have not watched him in a long time. Did he quit? Didn't he quit, or is he back? Because, like, I like his stuff. There we go. Ah, fair enough. Hey, where'd you go? He's in the hole. Hey, where'd the baby go? In the hole. Currently on the oversharing in reverse video. Oh, that's a sick one. But yeah, no, were you, did you hear me talk about my new cyberpunk character idea? Ah, Tiny Bible. Tiny Bible. Also, no, sadly, as previously stated, I'm watching content. Ah, fair enough. Okay, so basically, because you know, edge runners, as it were, cyberpunk characters, they live hard, die fast, or live fast, die hard. Either or. It is typically a good idea to have a few backups. And I had the idea of basically playing Robotnik, but a lady. And like, once I build her, I'm gonna need her to have high empathy so that she'll have high humanity, which means I'll have more to spend on cool cybernetics, so that she can have, like, literally all her limbs replaced with robot limbs. Ah, congrats on the toast. Butter, jam, just plain. Alright, rid of that, and then get rid of that so that I can just sort of take care of this. It's a pretty good shadow color. Slightly burnt, mildly buttered, no jam. Oh, I had some of that earlier today too. It's quite good. Let me see. Is 32 a good size? Not as good a size as any. And like also I barely ever like play I barely ever play women in like tabletop games, and the reason for that is because I like men, and I tend to be like, oh, what's a character I like? Man. But like, you know, I want to mix it up a little bit. You know, and as you can see, I've drawn a lot of men just in this piece alone. Okay, there is a woman and she's lovely, and I think she needs more screen time, but there's kind of no place to put her in the story right now. It's real sad. Also, the world building project that I started working on is also a good opportunity for me to just put in more women into a thing. Ah. There we go. Okay, and then you probably have like that or something. I don't know. I'll fix it in post. By in post, I mean when I'm blending. Yeah, also I'm super excited for when I eventually, and it's coming up way too soon, honestly, for how much work I still have to do. But like, I'm very excited for when I finish this term in college, because there will be a large time where I get to stream for longer, which means I get to work on more stuff, and that'll be really fun. I love it here. I love streaming. There we go. But yeah, no, I don't really know what else to say on that front, but like, yeah, no, I'm super excited for when a little less is on my plate so that I can add more onto my plate. Which may seem counterintuitive, but like, if you know, you've worked on projects, you understand. I like being productive and working on stuff. And now, my devilish trick. Everything works out better if you blend it. Don't know why this works, but it does. Like, I guess that is more of an overgeneralization of things. Like, things don't always work out when they're blended. But, like, when it comes to shading and things, like, sometimes stuff only comes together when it's blended a little bit. Maybe that's because my, like, silhouette work needs, needs worked on. Like, now if I turn you on. But not in that way. Blend these shadows together a bit more. There we go, because they're kind of one entity. There we go. Suddenly he looks like he's in the scene. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Many notes, though. I can be fast and loose with most of this, but when it comes to... Actually, I can be fast and loose with all of it. I don't care. Waiting for operation to complete. Wait. What? Hold on. Okay, Okay, that's weird. I'm trying to, like, copy-paste this, but it's not doing that. See, I'm, like, doing that. I'm doing Control-C. Control-V. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. I can actually remove that. Mirror vertical. Oh, why not? Why shouldn't I be silly with it? If I do that, I'll make the perspective a little bit better. I mean, we're not losers here. We're just silly. if I get you... Don't mind the lag, this file is very large. I mean lag on the canvas, not on the stream, hopefully. What do I do? Do I just like blend this down? I think I very well could, but this does look pretty good. Oh yeah, oh, right, okay, that's not bad. I'm not sure though, if this looks better than just like the flat shadow. A flat shadow. Alright, alright. I think I've decided that this looks pretty good. Okay, that is splendid. What I actually am gonna need to do is I'm gonna add another filter... mask. Not filter layer, filter mask. Gradient map. Oh, thank God it still has the gradient, like, my presets. Oh. Oh, thank goodness. Oh my God. Now let me save that right now. Okay, that's great. Why is that full screen now? I just want it to be sheared to match the actual, like, perspective of things. Okay. Okay, now we're cooking. You see, this is what cooking looks like. 5 Michelin stars cooking, in fact. Alright, there we go. Picks up some of these sharper angles, and boom. Now, Now that there is not bad. Okay, I'm going to save this once again just so that I can get things done and not worry about it, not saving. Let me change this layer. Recruit. Shadow. There we go. Properly titled. I am not touching that, but what I will touch is I need to redo a lot of this shading because it doesn't match the current style. But not all of it, because I did readjust some things. Like somewhere in between, like I fixed up Shanks's head. Here we are. Okay. And now, using Shanks's head, I can properly, triangulate. However, before I do... Oh! Dicey, dicey, dicey. Oh, that... Yeah, dicey, dicey, dicey. Look at this, look at this. I mean, everybody, look at this. Like, anybody watching, look at it. Look how good that is. Oh my god, I re-added that, like, top filter layer. Like, oh, that really brings it to life. Oh, that really brings it to life. And this is why, like, somewhere near the end of all the, like, everything, I want to flatten down the layers into, like, one shading layer, one line art layer, and then, like, and then color. Right, with like, the final overlay. Is because, one, that will lower the space that this takes up by a lot, and two, it'll just be so satisfying, because I'll just have to do that anyways. It'll be so satisfying. Because, like, with this added, like, gradient from light to dark from, like, right to left, all the shading, like, gains even more dynamism. It's even more dynamic. Right, like, this floor shading was just kind of okay at first, but now it's good. Oh, look at that. Okay. Enough just gawking at it. There we go, there's the layer. Now, we have to actually work on it. Okay, so there's the middle. Yeah, there's the middle layer. Bottle, 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 bottle. Okay. Because I could use some of this as like a gauge of highlighting and shading and such. But first, this is less extreme, so I will be going for this first, and then moving up to this lighter one, I think. Now, this music is beautiful, and I'm glad that y'all can finally, like, hear it better. Because, like, I did kind of mess up the sound on it before and never fixed it. Let's see if my shading skills have improved in the last few months. I believe they have. They should have. If they haven't, then that's concerning. Wait, why did I get rid of the Beckman shading? Add him back in there. He deserves to be here. And then I can slowly adjust all the rest of this in order to make it correct. For a bit, I was thinking that it would be like super difficult to like merge down the layers of shading, but then I realized I can just get rid of the gradient map and then add it back in because it's one of my custom presets. And then like they'll all be black and white, and then I can merge them down. The more difficult thing is actually going to be the line art, because I'm gonna have to like go from the background up and then erase stuff that would, you know, poke through inside of, you know, stuff that's above, and that may be a little bit funky. That may be a little bit funky, but that should be fine. I know, this probably has, like, a bit more, elevation to it. Because it's, you know, it's a sash going around the shirt, so let's have it there. We can always adjust it later to make things actually work better. Something about how this is like colored. Oh, hold on. Let me actually. Yeah, something about how this is like colored already is making me feel so good. It's making me feel so good about my own self. Look at that. And with some things like Shanks and Luffy, it feels like I'm going 2 steps back. But when I take a step back at all of this, it makes me realize how far we've come. There we go, there we go, there we go. Amazing, maybe. Could be amazing. God, I just remembered one of my favorite things. I reposted it a bit ago on my Blue Sky. That's one of my absolute favorite One Piece memes. Usopp, you're green! Shh, I'm green. This makes me so happy. There's some things where sometimes I feel like, oh, I want to get big number on this. Like with this, like, I don't care how big or small the number I get is when I post this. This is good. I'm happy with this. This makes me happy. The Shanks shading is going, relatively fast-ish. Somewhat, relatively. And I am very happy for that. Also, sorry for if I'm, like, not super talky. I cannot express to you how hard I'm vibing right now. I cannot express enough how hard I'm vibing. Okay, let's get the actual leg shading in this time, okay, Bajongo? Air quality alert? What do you mean? Are we getting shit air quality right now? Okay, that sucks, but whatever. Can you just tell me? Ah, okay, that's the temperature. Yeah, it's getting hotter. And it's about 32 degrees Celsius over here right now. It's a bit fun. Definitely a fun temperature. Yeah, that looks fine. Because this is away from the window. I said away from the window. There we go. This could also be darker. Oh, hi! Hey, Ten, how's it going? I'm just doing some One Piece fan art. How was your stream? What did you do? Brianna, hi, what did you do? I do see what you did there. I'm very proud of the very bad pun. I enjoy bad puns myself. I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, glad to hear you had a good time. I'm currently playing through on Sundays I'm currently playing through Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And boy would I tell you, it's giving me an excuse to make people have bad names. Because like if Ace Attorney can get hold on. If Ace Attorney can get away with having something or like somebody named Red White, the CEO of Blue Corp, I can get away with anything, man. Because that man is red, white, and blue. Like I can get away with so much, like much worse names. I believe in myself. I can come up with worse. Ooh. Well, now we know who Ten is not. You see, he's groovy and never glooby. You know, it's Mr. Antenna's TV time. Mr. Antenna's TV time. Right here. How's that going? That's going pretty decent. Wrong. I went too far. Where are people? Oh wait, no, wrong thing. No, I need to. Ah, there we go. Now we have every other character in fiction. Exactly. You or a lighter one, which means I can go down to you. Okay. I'm gonna be completely transparent about this piece. It has been taking me the longest time, as you could probably tell if I like reactivate everything. Like you could probably tell it's been taking me a long time. Cause like look at that. That is so good. Alright, that shading is looking pretty good, I think. I think it's looking pretty good so far. I've seen a lot of Deltarune Chapter 5 theories lately, and let me tell you, some of them are fucking weird. Pardon my language, but like still they're real weird. Have you heard a polyamory theory? Uh, in case you haven't, basically it's the theory that Sans is gonna get together with both Toriel and Asgore in the same way that Rule's card got together with La Nina and El Nino. Wrong. La Nino and El Nina. I don't know. Their names are weird. I'm familiar with the actual like weather phenomenons. And it's like I've been saying this multiple times since I found out that theory. I do not want Sans to be my double stepdad. Thank you very much. There we go. All right, I adjusted some sound. And no, it's good to hear from you. Time zones suck because like I want to raid you sometime, but you're always done before I'm like done streaming. Ah. Now, do I believe this piece will be my magnum opus? Hell no. Am I really, really proud of it so far? Absolutely. Is it also kicking my goddamn ass? Yes. Yes, it is. Verily. It is kicking my ass verily. Let's double check how this looks with the mask. I mean, after all, that is what the point of the mask is. I take 5 million psychic damage because I said that. There we go. Okay. And this is not going to be like as deep as that. This may be the end of like the shading down to this amount. I'm thinking maybe. Oh wait, no, of course. Of course, color picking from the gradient map would just make it that, like, really pretty yellow. This is what I should do, because that's gonna show up differently if I try and draw with that with the gradient map. Yeah, there we go. Now, this looks fine and all, of course. But if I add this over top, it makes life worth living. There we are. Amazing. Amaze balls, even. I think that should be like that. Maybe even having the whole like leg here and the back be darker like that. Splendid. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to be right back once again. Let me lower this to 14. I have returned. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Let's continue this, shall we? Let me readjust my long, luscious hair real quick. Long man. I think I will, or maybe I won't. No, I won't do the added level of a highlight. I'll do this color for the eyes, though. For Schloofy. It's me, Monkey D. Schloofy. Monkey, he's made of rubber. How did that happen? Yo-ho-ho, he took a bite of gum-gum. Long, long man. I ate the long, long fruit. I'm a long man. Long, long man. One of my favorite like funny theory things is people being like, "What the fuck is the deal with wrong long ring log lad?" Like before all the stuff with the Nika fruit came out, and now people are just like, "Ah, yeah, Nika did that. Funny stretchy man did that." You see, Nika actually did it first. He's much like The Simpsons. He did it. Long, long land. Long, long chant. God, that fucking reminds me. God, I keep thinking about the evil like original Christian like Sonichu medallion in a fucking game that I'm in. I'm still thinking about that. Still thinking about it. It's an evil that's in my brain now. Long, 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 and alms for the poor. Long, long man. Let me see my stream manager real quick, because I want to check something. Okay, that should work. Things should be working. Yes, they do work. Splendid. Long, long chair. Fun fact, leaning back like I am currently is actually a very good way to for my audio to sound good. And to me, it sounds like my audio's better. Okay, so there's this bit here looks good when I do this. Right, like this looks good when I do a little bit of this, but not that. But like this. And now I have to deal with what the hell to do with all this. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Luffy's hair is very normal yet very weird at the same time. Da, 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 da. Not the one I wanted the alpha lock. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, da, da. I'm begging you. Fun fact, Beggin is a cover of a cover of a cover of a cover of a cover. The original song is actually decently old. I forget exactly how old though, but like it is pretty old. I'm old. I'm bold. I'm told. I'm cold. I'm bold. I'm so. Fun fact, did you know that Gerson is an awesome character and I like him a lot? There's a lot of cool stuff I want to do. Can't do yet. Can't share because they're not done. I sure do love not wanting to spoil people on certain things. Yay, Funky D. Roofy. He's made of rubber. What happened? Yohoho. He took a bite of gum gum? He took a bite of gum gum, you say? Hmm. Hmm. Preposterous. He's made of gubber.
You what? That actually don't look half bad. I tell you what.
He's made of gobber. How did that happen? I don't know, man. You tell me.
My name
Is Minus. My name is Edwin. I made the mimic. Like that fucking Light Arrow bit with Paper Box House's Eggman. Just I made the iMac. Yeah, I made the mimic. I made the iPhone. You made you made the mimic. I'm going to fucking kill you. You see, he's made of rubber. And, it happened because he, took a bite of Gum Gum. All cop. Actually, let's start with, like, this one. How that makes me feel. That's not enough. What about you? You are very good. I'm sort of breaking, how I would normally do shading somewhat with, like, the One Piece characters because they are anime duders. And so their eyes don't really have highlighting and shadow. I feel shadow. However, big, big orb. Borb. Big orb. I hear shadow. There we go. Color in the ear. Color in the fucking ear. Not even colorated. Shade in the fucking ear. There we go. Ears made of rubber. How'd that happen? Increase the size of my fucking brush. Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bump is shaped like a deer. DUI. How about you die? Go 100 miles an hour. Little did you know I'm filled up on gas. I'm a kid who's found making ass over ice as fuck with my burger truck. Seems you're out of luck. Rock. When you're dealing with the night and you can't survive the fight 'cause the shadow mantis might pace too rapidly. I've an engine that still runs, roaring night, I'll get her done with the truth. The truth, the force of... I'll crush your rising star. Don't forget, hit you with my car. I keep forgetting that one. And so I had to remember it in my Brian. I had to remember it in my big, powerful brain. I had to remember it in my powerful, wrinkly Brian. I'm very happy with it. Very happy indeed. Now, am I satisfied with it enough to finish? No. But I have done a lot more than I expected I'd be able to. And we also have to readjust how the shading is on the stools. Well, like, that's fine. That's fine. If I can finish the shading all by today, which, though unlikely, does seem a lot more possible than I thought it was gonna be. Means that starting next week, I'll be actually doing the fucking colors. Yeah, maybe. There's always, like, little tiny things that I need to readjust that sort of balloon into entire, like, fundamental changes to how things work. They don't actually feel, like, separate from the scene like the others did before I added the shadows. I might not have to mess with, like, any of this, maybe. I might still have to, though. Oh, that's why this part feels weird when there's nobody there. It's because it is. It's meant to have them here. That makes so much sense. Right, that was the wrong layer. I was like, why the hell is this not working? And it's because I was wrong layer, Kronk. You see, Kronk, that's what I like to call the wrong layer. Way too deep a shadow for me, Shadow. And now, as you can see, looks really good. But since he's a bit closer, since little kid Luffy here is a little bit more Oh wait, no, 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 no. It should be this one, whatever this is. Why is this staying lighter than it should be? Oh, that's why. I'm an idiot. Actually, no, that's untrue. I'm not an idiot. I just had a lot to manage. I just have a lot to manage currently. Why not? Why shouldn't I actually do this, like, slightly brighter? Or I could do that one there. It's not you. Certainly not you. Not you, but a lot closer. You. No, this is fine. Cool. You see, stools are fun to draw because they're actually quite shrimple. Look at that. Looky that. Look how good that is. And it still looks good like this. It's just, it really is meant to be like that. Yeah, no, that still looks good. It's just, you know, the center line of the piece is not the center line of the room. Or at least weight-wise, because this feels like there's more stuff in it, because there is. Right, in my brain, this feels more like the center. Alright, there we go. Yeah, no, this looks splendid. Hmm. Starting to wear down a little bit on this piece, but I don't wanna stop here. 'Cause I like streaming, I like being here. There we go. Also, bye, Twitchy. Maybe. Nope, never mind. Ah, here we are. Okay. What should I do? I think adding a little more highlighting to, sort of the stock of the stool is also a great idea. Is this the right layer? Yes, it is. Where do? Adding just this one extra little bit of highlighting makes all the difference. This really is making, like, all the difference. Probably have to do shading for the stools as well. Oh well, an artist's work is never done. You can keep finagling with everything forever all the time. And then it'll never be, like, completely done. Are these technically supposed to be wood? Maybe. I don't know. I honestly never got a clear shot of the bar. Here we are. If I do this... So let me undo some of that so that I can do it better this time. There we go. Amazing! Splendid! Uh, Maybe if I also did this. Maybe. There's certainly a maybe on that. Ugh, oh boy. You see, I'm what I like to call hippie. I am become Eepy, the god of bed. Hmm. Hmm. Aren't you with the layer below? Sketch. Orange. There we go. Blended. Okay. That all that sketchy stuff is all one layer now. I gotta sort of do that. That lowered a fair bit of the processing power, which is amazing. It is a maze balls. A maze of ballsy. Still shading. Wrong color. I love that gradient maps make everything feel like super dynamic. Like, technically speaking, all of this right here, right now, all of this is black and white. Just with a bunch of filter layers on it. Da, 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 da. Okay, what do I do it? Obviously finishing up some more of this shading. That'll be great. Alright, get you. Okay, this is the color. This is what I need. You are just what I need. Okay, you and make sure that everything feels like it is a part of the scene. That is the biggest, most important part of shading this entire piece. Is that it needs to feel cohesive. Doesn't matter what style it is, doesn't matter how the hodgepodge it is, it needs to feel like it is part of one vision. And so adding this shading should make this feel better. And it will, and it currently is even. Smooth you out. There we go. Plus, if I blend that there with the other shading, then... Yeah! Ah. I hope you didn't hear that. I popped my back severely. Oh boy. Sure did feel good. Okay, I'm gonna remove these filter layer masks. Specifically so that I can add them later. Once I merge all the shading down. Me when I bend my backman. And now we have just one thing. Holy fuck, getting rid of oh god. Yeah, that was taking up most of the space, was making it all the fancy colors. Gradient overlay. Me when I've been my big man. Well, first of all, I'm gonna merge that with layer below. But then I'm also gonna get rid of that so that I can just have all that to focus on. Just this to focus on. And then background, you. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. my hero. Watch him as he goes. You know, the goal of doing all this is so that I can merge everything down. Because I wanna actually like merge everything down to a much more manageable size before I really start on the color, and it feels to me like I have some time to work on that at least. There's my hero. Watch him as he goes. Then I grab you with my big clown hands. Now with the shading, what I can do is I could just merge it all down to one layer. That's not the problem. Problem is this right here. Hero. Now, am I a little sad that I'm erasing something that took hours and hours of work? Yes, but I knew I was gonna do this at the beginning. I think, honestly, this is mostly just erasing a lot of background stuff. Which is fair, cool, but also, like, I'm a little sad. Oh, wait, no, 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 no. I had it right. Oh, I just remembered something. So, my mom uh, offered to give me her old computer to act as like a second monitor sort of thing for this. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to. But like that's not a bad idea because that also gives me a second keyboard. if I can manage to set everything up right. And I guess it would technically be a two-computer setup, but it would be laptop, which is kind of different than like a two-desktop sort of sitch. There goes my hero. But you know what that could mean is that I could have I could have a second screen to put like my Twitch chat, just like up on the right instead of having to look down at my phone to see how things are going. And also, like maybe an OBS, a separate thing for OBS, so I don't have to keep clicking back and forth. You know, there are endless possibilities. Da, 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 da. Mm. Also, if I have a second computer that does some of the stuff, I can have some of that deal with some of the processing power so that I can focus more on having my main computer work on important stuff like the art and the gaming and such and things. That is very exciting to me. Watch him as he goes. Okay, with the bottles, I also kind of need to deal with that, but like the biggest. Ah, I just got a text. I completely lost my train of thought. Well, that being said, I could be able to. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Things really are coming together, huh? The more I erase, the more done things are. Sort of funny how that works, like almost philosophically. Mm. Like there might be, there might be a stream where I just sort of focus. Sorry, I'm responding to text. There we go. Oh wow. It went from like half of this file, like, this file being half of the maximum to it being like a lot more manageable. Oh my god. That is insane. Now I will have to end the stream soon for, time reasons and school and such. But I am trying to get as much done as I humanly can before then, because this is something I want to get done. At. Like, I could color in all of the background and be like, yes, there we go. Things are awesome and cool. But, like, no. And then merge. But, like, I don't know, kind of why? Oh, yeah, I also have to, like, erase some of this person's legs so that I can, yeah, so that I can, merge it, because Ben Beckman is in the front. You know what they say about the mullet? Ben in the front, Beckman in the back. I almost forgot that I didn't finish, erasing this part. Yeah, how are you looking in the back there? Okay, you're looking pretty alright. I can now fully move on to bending my Beckman right now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at this. I can fucking see the end inside. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that boy. Look at this boy. I'm freeing him from his cage. Right, add the background back to this, or at least the background layer there. Might actually, yeah, this might actually help me a fair bit. Okay, I hate to cut this short. Let me turn everything back on real quick. Let me keep that sketch off, actually. There we go. Now, it may look like I've gone 20 steps backwards, but in fact, I've gone 40 steps forwards. And so far, I am quite proud of it. That being said, have, I do have stuff I need to take care of. So, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna do my ending read. I have been Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at noon Pacific Standard Time. I would much appreciate a follow. Speaking of follow, you can follow me over on Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. I would also much appreciate if you could check out my YouTube. If you're, hold on. You can also check out my YouTube, where I post the VODs about a week after they happen. And if you're watching on YouTube, hi! Make sure to like and subscribe. That being said, I've been Bajongles. It has been a wonderful time. I will be back streaming on Thursday. I will catch you all on the flip-flop. Bye-bye.